Hey guys, it's Constance with Charming Custom Crafts here on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. And I'm pretty excited to share this, and I know that some of you have already been aware of this new machine that just came out. It was featured the other day as it was introduced, I should say, as the brand new machine on the market. And you guys know I've had the Silhouette and Cricut, and you've also seen me use it, teaching a few lessons on it over the past year. I got the updated version last year, and I got the brand new one that just introduced 2 days ago on HSM, and I just got it, and that was today's special value. It is a $280 to $350 machine depending on where you're going to get it. But I have the brand new machine for Brother. It is the Brother Design-N-Cut. It is something that I have spoke about for many years, why they did not design a machine like this. And I actually complained about it because for a long time they did cartridges for a lot of machines. Some machines they still use cartridges for, and online. And I'm not a particular fan of online directly with a company because I don't want somebody to see what I'm working on, even if it's for their statistics of what people are using for them to design more designs. And if you guys use Scanncuts a lot, I know that there's 4 out. I don't know if 5 was released yet. But you don't even need the software for this machine. I know you can only see my hands. I'm actually going to sit on the floor because it is a big box. Hopefully it won't be too terribly bad. I will actually step back up and make sure that as I'm videotaping that you can see it. Well, I don't really want you guys to see my head. But I couldn't do it on table because I'd have to use a tripod high enough for it. But I'm going to introduce it because a lot of people have yet to see this machine. So I'm pretty excited. So I've been talking enough. And Mr. Charming's in the room with me. And then my animals have Justin and Rose. I don't know where the other ones went. So I'm going to scoot it over because it is a sizable box. And I'll show you how big it is by my foot. But this is the brand new Brother not Scanncut, Brother, well, it is a Scanncut, but design. So you can see how big the box is and understand why I'm going to the floor. I have not yet cut it open, but I did, however, take my address off of it so that I keep that private. So I am going to open in front of you. I know that when the new one I got last year came out, because it is Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth to your computer. You can also use a thumb drive on it. I have used it on a gazillion projects so far, and a lot you guys have yet to see. But you can find an image, scan it in, or you can connect it to your computer or use a thumb drive to it. So scan and cut, and I have multi-layer it. Let me make sure here that I am in focus and right where it needs to be. Okay, so this is the Brother one for Scannit, and let me tell you the difference. This one is something, like I said, I have complained about that they should come out with, and of course Brother, which is a very well-known name, a lot more than the Silhouette and Cricut. This is the same major designer as sewing machines. It's actually used for sewing as well. If you're a designer, now it's going to take me a minute to bring this out, so you might see my head a little bit. It's a big box. Hey, honey, could you come get the other box because it's suctioned? I don't want to rip the box because I can use the box for destashes. For anybody who wants my one machine, thank you. My one machine, I am selling it. It's got old mags, but I'm going to clean them and restick them. I have 3 of them. I have an old blade that I'll sharpen. I have the tools that go with it. Oh, and I have the bonus rhinestone kit. The rhinestone kit, if you guys have not seen it, is amazing. No other kit works as well. So I'm going to sell that for $150 shipped. And I'm adding one of each one of my graphic 45 paper. And then I have some extremely rare, very old paper by Tim Holtz that I was going to sell, but I'm going to put it with it. It is $150 plus shipping. And I don't know what the shipping is going to be. I do have the original box for it. So if you're wondering about that, that is the Brother Scanncut CM 350. So feel free to look that up. I've actually done a video. There's a ton of them out there. So pretty excited. This is the DC 200 ULE. So if I'm a little out, I'm sorry. I have you on my Olight clamp. So my reveal of the machine. Oh, and of course they have tape on it as well. I already hate those tabs. I actually put all my boxes, my husband puts them up in the attic for me, so that if I do sell them, it comes back in the original packaging with all the paperwork. So again, I have it all from my other one. So if anybody wants it, let me know. I'll put in a lot of extra stuff. I may even fill it with goodies. Now the one thing with the mats that is different, it is, I want to make sure, it's driving me crazy. I want to make sure y'all know this. The mats are slightly different for this machine. They're also more expensive because it is called a capture mat. So you can actually put something on there, capture it, and it goes directly from your device, your, maybe what is it, a Samsung, any kind of smart device. So you're going to get the mat, which I'm pretty psyched about. Lily. You're going to get the registration papers, the basic how-to on putting it up together. So I will look at that in a little bit. But you're going to get the mat, and I'll do another video on how to set it up. So you get the capture mat. That's what this one's called. That's the reason why it is all one color, except like the Brother Scanncut base or models. It's usually purple on one side and teal on the other, and then the other mats are different. I usually always get the medium mat, medium stick. Don't matter because I restick them anyway. So this is the mat, and you'll see the difference that it's black at the top because it is the capture mat. So you get the mat, and I will pull it all out and then show you because I'm pretty psyched about it. So I'm going to get it out here. Of course, it's got styrofoam. We're going to move the box. It's got another box at the bottom I will get to. We're going to get rid of the styrofoam. Okay, now I'm going to put the machine down. And I'm going to get the other box out with the cords and stuff so you guys can see what it's coming with. And I'm, again, pretty psyched about it. Let me pull the machine over once again so you guys can see. So it's coming with the mat, which I will show you once again. Here's the machine still in plastic, and I'll get to that. Here's the box. You're going to get the basics in the box. It comes with the plastic spatula. They now have the metal set, which I'm not a big fan of. I've had it with the Silhouette and the Cricut, and I don't care for the metal spatulas. The plastic one works fabulous. It doesn't scrape your mats. This is a typical blade, and I can tell you that by looking at them. This is a typical blade holder. So you've got that one. I'm pretty sure that's a typical one because it's the same one on mine. This is the marker. I don't think it's a universal one. This might be the pen one. We can find that out real quick because I'm not exactly sure which this one is. So let's open that up and find out. Because it is different, as you guys can see, but it may be a pen versus marker. Oh, this is the embossing one. This is the embossing one, so you guys can see it. It's got the round tip that a lot of people use for flowers. So that's the emboss. I don't know why I didn't think about it, because I know this one embosses. Comes with everything. So this is the embossing blade. And then this should be the universal. Let me show you that. I will zoom in better when I can get them all out so you guys can see them better. This should be. Yeah, it's a universal pen holder. See, I was right. So you can see by looking at the bottom why it is that. I have used pens and stuff in mine. So if you find an image like a stamp type image and you want it to look in a different color without using stamping ink, you got a marker, pen, whatever you have at the house, it'll work. And of course this just had to come out. So hopefully, again, I'm still in video. I'm going to pop up here to show you again. I'm going to step up here and I'm going to show you these things real quick. Okay, so that is the typical blade holder, and then you get the plastic spatula, which again you will get this in the pack, my old one, if you guys want, and it's not technically old. This again is the embossing pen. You can see it's got the round ball tip. And then this is the universal, which I do have one, and it is brand new. That will go with my other machine. You know what? With all the stuff that I have, I'm going to do 200 because there's so much of it that's brand new that I have not used yet. So I'll do 200 shipped with all the stuff because this one already comes with one. So I do have a lot of new pieces on the other machine if you guys are interested in it. And if you go looking for the rhinestone kit, it's going to cost you 50 bucks minimum for that. It is registered with the machine. I have not used it, so it is all still in plastic. I just don't work with rhinestones unless it's in like scrapbooking type things or altered items. So you're going to get the 3 specials. Normally, you don't see this. This one costs you $15 to $25 wherever you get it. And this is the standard. So you're going to get those 3. And of course, you're going to get the charging cord, which is standard just like a computer. So obviously one goes in the back and one connects to the power box as a protective measure. Inside this box, you're going to get the basic instructions. Of course, it comes in several different languages so that you have that choice. So that's more of the instruction. So I'm going to pull this out and double show you before I get back to the machine. You're going to get, of course I give you a whole bunch of coupons and things. You're going to get the basic guide of what you have in the box and the basic setup. And that's what this particular piece of paper is there. It's standard. And then you're going to get what's called the capture mat. So you're going to get those. You're going to get the instruction booklet. You're going to get the power cord. And you're going to get the 3 most awesome pieces here, which is the cutting blade, the universal pen holder, and the embossing one. So that's what's going to come with the new Designncut from Brother. And again, I do have that. If anyone wants me to do a video on my other one, it'll be cleaned up and ready to go for anybody. Smoke free. I do have pets, y'all know that, but they don't go anywhere around my machine. And I've actually kept it up on my bar. So this is what you're going to get with this. And I'm pretty excited. Again, I will do a video on setup because I've never done it and figure it's worth it. And I've already downloaded the software, but you can't download the app software until you can't use it until you have a machine. So I'm going to open this up so we can look at the machine itself. And I actually think that I should go to tabletop to show you a little better. Let me see. I have so much here. I'm moving all my table stuff around because my husband actually wanted me to move into the other room, my son's old room, because my daughter moved out. And he's like, no, use it as an extension. And I'm like, well, that's a bad idea for him. But it's not being used. Most of what's in there right now, I'd say 85% is my boxes to my daughter and D-stashes, the last of her stuff. So I'm going to switch you guys around a little bit. I actually thought about going live, but I decided not to. So I'm going to pull a chair and zoom you in, so I apologize for that. But I'm going to pick up the machine, and we're going to do this. And stuff everywhere. See, I'm so excited I had to share. Okay. So you get the machine. Let me pull back a little bit now that I didn't have to zoom in so much. Obviously it's taped up because it's protective measure on the drawer, flip drawer. It's really not much different than a regular printer scanner. So this is a quick reference guide that I am pulling off right now. It does have a vinyl cover. Usually, and the one that I have, it's etched basically in to the screen here, or the mat tray. So again, this is going to be the setup guide for the computer and device, which you guys know I use all the time. This is why I was so excited about this when it came out. So this is the reference guide, and it's typical for those who are techie savvy or have a family member. It shouldn't be hard, but even that, it's got set up. Plus, Brother is amazing with customer service and warnings. One thing I learned about like the Tim Holtz cutter, electric cutter, Cricut, and Silhouette. They are not very good with their warnings and things. So we're going to figure this out. This flips down, as you guys can see. And this has a protection board towards the machinery where the mat goes in, or the mat goes in this way. And then of course the pen holders, the embossing holder, and the university, or the cut pen. So we're going to take this off. Pop this down. Get rid of this tape. I got so much of it here. It's pretty though. I like the color. Pop out the cardboard. I think Mr. Charming got bored with me. Pull this tape off. I hope you guys can see how you can see. I can actually see you now. Look at me. I got a bunch of trash on the floor. All the boxes and stuff. Just like in my other machine, I keep it all. So we have an LCD screen. The difference between this screen and the other one that I have, which for those who are learning to cut or want to get away from Cricut and the Silhouette, it actually has a ton of built-ins, and you can actually design on the screen. I've taken the images after scanning it in and pre-cut it several times, moved around, pulled off things. It's not any different than using the computer. Plus, if you have a computer, you can also connect it to computer, but mine is Bluetooth, so you can actually go to your computer and transfer it, or pull from the machine and transfer. That's the one that I have up for sale right now. It does have tape on the back, or on the corner here, which I don't see the reason to take that off right now. So it's pretty easy. I mean, the part that, oh, you can see that it is Bluetooth right here. The machine that I got last year was the very first one that went Bluetooth. Even the other machines did not have it. So I could put the mat in, but I'd rather not at this point, because I would like to do a video that I will follow up with this in a few hours, if not less. But obviously you take the cord. Let me close this back up. My husband's taking a shower now. And of course you plug it in back here. The mat will fly through the back of it. And then, oh, it's already got a dog hair on it.